Howdy folks, welcome back to Random Acts of Violence, the increasingly rare video series where I actually have to get off my fat ass and drive the tanks myself instead of relying on content generated by your own epic replays. So don't go expecting any miracles, because it's me driving the tanks this time, and I'm not that good. So here we go. I'm platooned up with Quickie Baby. I'm in the M103, he's in the VK4502B, both tier 9 heavy tanks, and there's only 3 tier 9s on each team, so there's no excuse for doing badly in this matchup. Now, Quickie Baby is doing the heavy tank mission, where you have to block a certain amount of damage with your armour. We're on Himmelsdorf, he's in a tank with very, very strong frontal armour. He's not really going to get much of a better opportunity to get this mission done, so he's heading down the 7-8 line, that curved road that runs north-south underneath the hill, and he's being polite. He's notifying the team of his intentions and asking them to leave that stretch of road to him. He's going to block it, please go elsewhere. And somebody on the team actually acknowledges that. See, it's amazing what you can achieve in World of Tanks if you're just polite and you talk to your team. Of course, this means I'm not going to see anything of Quickie Baby throughout this match in particular. I'm heading up to the top of the hill. There's not an awful lot coming up here with me. Just a T21, a T69, and when we get up there, there's going to be a T25AT as well. I was concerned about running into the ST1 up there. That would have been a problem, but he's just been spotted right in the other corner of the map. The Type 61, on the other hand, could be an issue. Now, when I came to make this video, I had these 3 replay files from Quickie Baby's live stream, where I knew I'd gotten good results in all 3 games, and I thought, yep, they'll make a Random Acts of Violence video. But the thing is, when I came to actually watch this M103 battle, I made some shockingly bad decisions in this game. I can clearly remember after playing this game thinking, yeah, I did pretty well there, and I do get a bunch of kills and do a bunch of damage, but some of the decisions that I make were terrible play, and we'll talk you through them as they happen. Come to the top of the hill, there's a VK2801, and I know he's going to be firing gold ammunition from the 105mm howitzer, because that's just what VK2801s do. So I'm going to jink here, and yep, I trick him into firing too early, and then I try to get a return shot on him, but he's pulled back to reload. So I think, okay, I'll poke out, I've got to get this Type 61, and there, you heard it, that sizzle, that's heat ammo hitting, but it struck a rounded part of the turret, so it just bounced off harmlessly, so no damage done, yet. Well, not to me anyway. I've hit the Type 61. This is good news. Take the opportunity to poke out. He's aiming at me again. There it is. There's that sizzle again. But I snap a return shot off, and luckily it hits and kills him, so I don't have to worry about getting heat spammed at me anymore. Go for the kill on the A44. He fires and hits my gun. No actual damage done yet, but I can't have a broken gun, so I use the repair kit on the gun. Now, what I should be doing here is finishing off that Type 61. He's a tier 9, I'm a tier 9, I'm in the best position to kill him. Instead, I waste time taking shots that are never going to hit this SU-100M1, and he's no threat to me either. With his horrible gun depression and the position he's in, he's not going to be able to hit me. I plant a shot into the T44 instead. You can see from the positions here that the crossfire that the Type 61 and the SU-100M1 have on my teammates is preventing them from moving any further forward. They've just killed the T21. And I'm still sitting here wasting shots trying to hit the gun mantlet of an SU-100M1. And I spend so long doing it that the T-69 has to go forward, take a hit from the tank destroyer in order to kill the Type 61. Something that I should have done long before now. Okay, I kill the SU-100M1. Take a hit from the T-44, now there's just the T-44 left. I've still got the T-25AT and the T-69 with me. I'm going around this side, the T-69's going around the other side. Now, the T-44 obviously doesn't want anything to do with me. Instead, he turns around the other way, and he's going to try to fight his way clear against the T-69, and this is where I make yet another cock-up. Instead of chasing down this T-44, I spot what I think is a one-shot kill IS-3, so I stop and aim, and he's on the other side of a building, and that delay and this terrible shot, point-blank range, right at the back of the T-44, missed, gets the T-69 killed. It gets worse. Look at this shot. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. I should be putting the shots, at this close face-hugging range, I should be putting the shots like that into the front of the turret of the T-44. That will penetrate. Instead, I put one into his upper glacis. What was I thinking? At this point, I think the T-25AT has actually done more damage to this T-44 than I have. It's just embarrassing. I make such a mess of killing this guy. I mean, I'm not taking any damage from the T-44, but it should never have taken me that long to kill him. We've got this game, of course. I mean, there's no way we're going to lose. But that was a shocking, it was bad. It was bad. And I can clearly remember while playing this match thinking that I hadn't actually done that badly at all. And it wasn't until I came to watch the replay that I realised, Jingles, what are you doing? That was terrible. Well, we've won the hill, and we're certainly not going to lose this game. Now, here comes the RU251 T25AT. Yeah, he doesn't like those odds. I do finally make a good decision here. I just charge this guy down. Take the hit, ram him, knock his tracks off, grind him into the railings. He uses the repair kit, plants one into me, not a problem, finish him off, and he was the last one on the team. 5 kills, 3,000 damage done. Looking at the results screen, you could be forgiven for thinking that I actually played a good game. I really, really didn't. I get a lot of replays sent in to me that are just like this, from players who are Joe average players, and they have a result like this with 5 kills and 3,000 damage done, and they think, I've had a great game. And they have had, well, they've had a great result. But there's a difference between a great result and a great game. That was not a great game. Almost every decision I made in that match was a bad one, and the only reason I got away with it was because I was in a top tier heavy tank. Don't worry, next game is going to be better. Of course it's going to be better. It's in the Tog. Every Thursday night on Quickie Baby's live stream, he runs a poll so that the live stream viewers get to vote which tanks he's going to drive. Now, Quickie Baby, because there's something wrong with him, doesn't like the Tog. And of course, because his viewers enjoy a good laugh as much as anybody else, they always vote for the Tog every Thursday, and I think that's great. So, here we are in the Tog II on Malinovka. The initial plan here was to try to push around the flank and just go straight for the enemy base. But, well, it turns out 2/3 of the team decided to do exactly the same thing, and poor Tog was left lonely at the back of the pack. But that did mean that poor Tog was able to start shooting at all of the enemy tanks and killing all of the enemy tanks that tried to do exactly the same from the other side. And that makes Tog happy. Tog is a happy tank. So, I've barely moved 50 metres from the spawn point and I've already got a kill. So, yay, hooray for the Tog II. What you need to bear in mind when you're watching this replay is that for what feels like months, I have had the heavy tank mission, where you have to successfully participate in a capture of an enemy base, and do a minimum of 1,000 damage during the battle. I have absolutely no hope of ever getting this mission complete, because what I'm not going to do is just drive my tank like an idiot, purely and simply just to get the mission done. If the opportunity presents itself, then fine. I'll go for it. But I'm not going to go out of the way to get the missions done at the expense of winning the game. Bear that in mind when you're watching this replay. Remember, it's capture. That's the mission I'm doing. Participate in a successful capture of the enemy base, and score at least 1,000 points of damage during the course of the battle. I'm in a Tog, right? Capture the enemy base, okay? That's what we call foreshadowing, by the way. It's a storytelling technique. Anyway, I have not, believe it or not, actually been spotted yet, which is unbelievable. I'm in a tank the size of Barry White's underpants, and I still haven't been spotted. I'm not having much success against the turret front of this Sherman Jumbo, of course, not even with a 17-pounder gun. SU-85 pops up. No, behind a rock. Where did that Jumbo go? There he is. I'm never going to hit this Jumbo from here. So, Tog starts rolling forward, majestically, at a stately 20 kilometers per hour. Well, I wish. It's not even as fast as that. And I still haven't been spotted. Tank the size of Barry White's underwear drawer. In the middle of the field in Malinovka, making no attempt at stealth whatsoever. Still haven't been spotted. Go figure. The Su-85 and the KV-1 behind that rock with him are having a right old little drama up there. They're both... The rock's not big enough for both of them, basically. And the Su-85 starts accusing the KV-1, who just made the mistake of poking his big fat ass out. And there goes the Su-85. The KV-1 is not getting out of this alive. Every shot I put in is retracking him, and yeah, unfortunately, stuck behind a rock. Can't actually do any return fire. So, oh, hello, Mr. Matilda. Yeah, where's your armor? Now you're not in a tier 4 game. Another kill. Still rolling forward. Still have not been spotted. Oh, wait, there it is. Finally got detected. Now, I'm thinking, oh, okay, well, we've still got plenty of tanks in the base, but unfortunately they're all the base campers, and what's left of the enemy team, other than this Su-100, who I'll just put a couple of shots into, has just killed a Panzer IV, who's now crying like a little prom queen in chat. Noob team, idiots, we lose, and so on. And you know the routine. There's still plenty of friendly tanks down there to defend the base, but base campers, you can't expect an awful lot of them. So I was starting to head back when Quickie Baby reminded me, hang on, heavy tank mission. Participate in a successful capture of the enemy base. I can see the enemy cap from here, so Quickie Baby is heading back to help defend the flag, and I'm going full speed ahead, which in the Tog is not very fast, firing on the move over the back of the tank and hitting with every shot I fire. Oh, this tank is amazing. Well, it's not, but I love it. And am I actually going to get this heavy tank mission done? Cap the enemy base in the Tog of all things. It's so close. You can see the paint on the cap circle. Come on! Oh, Tog's slowing down as it goes uphill. There's only 2 enemy tanks left. We can see one of them. No, they've killed it. There's just a Wolverine. And I'm praying that the team doesn't kill the Wolverine before I get into the cap circle. I've done my 1,000 damage. I've easily done my 1,000 damage. I just have to get one capture point. Just participate in a successful capture. Come on. Don't kill the Wolverine. Please don't kill the Wolverine until I get in here. There's the Wolverine. Am I in? Am I in yet? Is it? Yes, I'm in. Come on. Come on. For the Tog. There we go. Enemy base captured. And they killed the Wolverine. And I've done 1,000 damage. Everybody got what they wanted. Except they didn't. You see, apparently I must have gotten confused when I was reading the mission description, because it says you have to participate in a successful capture of an enemy base and do at least 1,000 points of damage during the course of the battle. So foolishly I thought that simply participating in the successful capture of an enemy base and doing at least 1,000 damage during the course of the battle would have been enough for mission completion. So yeah, you can see how stupid I was, because that mission still has not been completed. Go home, World of Tanks, you're drunk. You know, that's pretty much why I just don't bother with the... People often ask, Jingles, how far have you gotten through these individual missions in World of Tanks? I don't even have the Stug yet, and that's why. I've just given up trying. The mission descriptions are so badly written and misleading. I was laughing my ass off reading a Q&A with some of the senior wargaming developers, where with one hand they're saying the individual missions have been an overwhelming success, and with the other hand, in the same paragraph, they're saying that they've had to rewrite the majority of the mission descriptions because they're just wrong. And yet they're still overwhelmingly successful. I think this is some kind of weird Russian logic that Westerners just don't get. Well, anyway, this was the match that we played immediately after not completing the... Well, I did complete the mission. You saw me complete the mission. But I didn't get the mission completed. Anyway, as you can imagine, I was a little bit annoyed, so I wasn't in the mood to mess around in this match. Turns out this was probably the best game I've played all night. I'm kicking the crap out of this IS-3. Well, I'm not the only one, but... Can I get the kill? Can I get the kill? I can't get the kill. That bloody IS-8. Oh well, never mind. Tier 9 match on Kharkov. I really don't get this map very often. And I do like this map. I like it a lot, especially on a heavy tank. And the KV-4 is one hell of a tank. Hello! Where do you think you're going, comrade? Look at it. It's just such a big bully of a tank. Did that bloody IS-8 take that he did as well? I'm going to have words with him. What the hell? Doesn't matter. I was actually having a lot of fun in this game. Especially Since I've just seen the artillery, there's a T-37 shooting at me. I don't care. If I'm in a KV-4, what are you going to do in a T-37? I mean, please. I want to kill the arty. I've hit him once. And yes, artillery kill confirmed. Now suddenly I'm very, very happy. There's a T-37. Top tip, T-37 drivers, watch this. Don't stop moving. Blind kill. ISA misses the T-37 at point blank range. I ram him, try to take his tracks off. Somehow he doesn't get tracked. Will my turret turn in time? Where do you think you're going, Yankee dog? You cannot run from KV-4. And oh, we've killed everything here. Okay, well, Quickie Baby is yelling for assistance. I think he's holding the flank there against, it looks like a 110 and an IS-8, so I'll go and help him out. Now, Quickie Baby, because we were in the KV-4s, and once you've completed the first set of individual missions and you've unlocked the Stug, when you go to the T-28 concept and the various different tanks after that, you can attempt the missions in any order. You don't have to do them consecutively. So he's picked, because we're in the KV-4, the heavy tank mission where you have to get a whole bunch of ramming damage. So you can see him perched on top of that hill there, and he really, really wants to ram either this 110, who I've just bounced a shot off, damn it, or the IS-8. So I'm trying to help set him up. Oh crap, here, okay, they're both going for me now, but I'm trying to help set him up here so that he can ram one of these guys. Now the KV-4 weighs over 100 tons, right, and it will easily do 50 kilometers per hour going down a slope. So I'm like, come on, if you're going to do it, do it. Because these guys are shooting me now. So we go to make a KV-4 sandwich out of this 110, and he rams him and doesn't kill him. And to make matters worse, he's now stuck sideways on to an IS-8. So that's nice. So I start putting shots into this IS-8, and I realise I've got to try to get Quickie Baby free. So I start trying to manhandle this wrecked 110 out of the way, but it's just not happening. So I start putting shots into the IS-8 instead. And Quickie Baby, as you can imagine, he's less than happy with this situation. I chase the IS-8 down. I've got to kill this guy. He's going to kill Quickie Baby. Well, of course, he then, because he can't see Quickie Baby from here, because I'm pushed forward, taking the fire from him, he starts putting shots into me instead. And I really didn't need that shot to bounce. So I start backing up. Quickie Baby, naturally, because he can't actually point the gun at this IS-8 when he comes around the corner. But relax, I got this. There we go, got him. But we're not out of the woods yet, because that T-49 driver on the enemy team with 5 kills, he needs to get a Top Gun for the Courageous Resistance Award in order to get a decent amount of XP and credits out of this match. And I know he's going to load the gold and go for me. I mean, why wouldn't you? But I did at least manage to get one shot in before I went down, and Quickie Baby survives this one by the skin of his teeth, because right then is when the team caps and the match ends. So I get killed by the T-49 right at the end of the game, but you know what, I certainly didn't begrudge it. It was absolutely the right play for the T-49 driver to do. He was sitting there on 5 kills, the game was about to end due to a cap. He had to get one more kill to get the Courageous Resistance Award, and therefore have his result treated as if he'd been on the winning team. Or not on the losing team. And there I was, an easy kill. He absolutely, definitely had to do it. And if he hadn't come chasing after me, I wouldn't have been able to get that last shot off. And push my total damage done to over 4,000. So everybody's a winner. Hooray. As for me, 4 kills, 4,200 damage, and I got to kill artillery. So I've certainly got nothing to complain about. And that's it for today's video. I certainly hope you've been entertained. I had fun playing these games. I hope you had fun watching them. As always, folks, take care, and I'll catch you next time.